You told yourself it was love, but underneath it, quieter and more honest, was something closer to dread, the specific dread of losing the person you had made necessary. De Beauvoir called this out decades ago, and it still lands like a hand on your chest. Needing someone is not loving them. It is using them to feel safe. Think about the last time you felt it most intensely, what people call love, that pull so strong it almost hurt. Try to locate where in your body it lived. For most of us, it lived somewhere near fear, near the stomach, near the question, but what if they leave? That's worth sitting with for a moment. Because fear and love can feel identical from the inside, and we almost never ask ourselves which one we're actually feeling. Simone de Beauvoir watched what happened to women and to people broadly when they built their entire inner life around another person. In The Second Sex, published in 1949, she described a particular kind of love that swallows the self whole. You stop being a subject with your own direction and become instead a satellite. Everything orbits around them. Their moods determine your mornings. Their attention is the thing that makes you real. She didn't say this was weakness or stupidity. She said it was what happened when a person was not given, or did not claim, a life of their own. When love becomes the project, when another person becomes the entire horizon, you are no longer loving freely. You are surviving through them. And survival, however warm it feels, is not intimacy. Here's the turn that is hardest to sit with. Need flatters the person being needed. We mistake their relief at being wanted for love. They stay close, attentive, almost tender, because being someone's whole world is intoxicating for a while. But it is not freedom. And de Beauvoir believed, with a kind of fierceness, that love without freedom was not love at all. It was a mutual captivity that both people eventually resent. She and Jean-Paul Sartre tried to build something different, a relationship with no claim on the other's freedom. They remained partners for 50 years, loved others, told each other everything, and never married. People have spent decades arguing about whether it worked, whether it hurt them, whether it was hypocrisy dressed up as philosophy. That argument misses the point she was making. She wasn't offering a blueprint. She was naming a problem most people never even notice they have. The problem is this: love built on need has a hidden contract inside it. Stay. Don't change. Don't outgrow me. Don't become something I didn't plan for. It looks like devotion. It even feels like devotion. But what it is asking, underneath all that warmth, is for the other person to remain small enough to be held. And no one, over time, can survive being held that tightly without going somewhere airless in themselves. So what does it look like? Love that doesn't need. It's quieter than most of us expect. It has a kind of spaciousness. You're glad they are there, and you would remain yourself if they were not. You choose them repeatedly, not because you would fall apart without the choosing, but because choosing them is genuinely what you want. The distinction feels small. It is not small. It is the entire difference between a relationship and a dependency that happens to be mutual. De Beauvoir wrote that genuine love requires each person to recognize the other as free, not in spite of loving them, but as the very condition of it. The moment you require someone to stay, you have already stopped seeing them. You are seeing your need for them, which is a portrait of yourself, dressed up in their clothes. This is not a call to love less. It is almost the opposite. It is a call to notice what you have been calling love that might have been fear wearing love's face. To ask, honestly, do I love this person? Or do I love who I become when I believe they aren't going anywhere? Both feelings are real. Only one of them is love. And the hard, quiet work, the work she never stopped returning to, is learning to tell the difference.